Welcome back. Like all good nights, they go way too quick. The biggest weekend across 4 nations, 4 festivals, 4 different venues, and Belfast very much leading the way, and it is headliner time.
Yes, exactly. We have started first, but don't worry, we have not peaked early. Very, very excited to say that Orbital are coming up very shortly. But before you see the set, why not hear from the band themselves with their very good friend David Holmes. They go way back and joined us earlier to tell us how they met in the first place ahead of their headline set tonight.
Well, first I know he just rung my parents' house when I was there, and
the studio.
And I just sort of answered the phone and said, "Hey, you know, would you come and play in Belfast?" It's like, really? Okay. Will people like us there? Do they want us? And he said, "Yeah, don't worry, we'll look after you." And just laughed at me, and that was it. Really, that was the beginning of it, as far as I remember.
We came over, we had such a brilliant time. You know, we were like in our 50s and so used to just like the troubles and everything, and seeing all this horrible vision of Belfast. We just had to come over here, meet these lovely guys, you know, and that was the beginning of it, wasn't it? Left in with a demo tape, wasn't it? And then, I think you should take over.
I bought Chime. It was available at like 1,000 copies on Jazzy M's label.
Ozone. Yeah.
Ozone.
Yeah.
There was 1,000 copies, and it was just, I seen people cry to that record on a dance floor. And then we just, why don't we get Orbital over? You're just young and just like fearless, and yeah, let's do it. And yeah, we managed to get their phone number.
When would this have been? What year?
1990.
1990.
It was like April 1990.
Wow, okay, so
like,
way back.
It was still a secret. Like, you know, it was still a very underground scene. Like, if there were 2 clubs on the same night, one of them would have been empty.
Yeah.
Because you only had 500 or 600 people who knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And then we got them over, and then people did start actually crying on the dance floor. We were just talking about, sorry, I'm talking too much.
No, carry on.
Oh no, it's just, we're just saying, I didn't really understand this until maybe about 5 or 6 years after the ceasefire. But the atmosphere back then was so intense. Yeah. And it was just, I was DJing a lot of other places around Europe, but this isn't as good as Belfast.
No.
And it wasn't until after the ceasefire that I realized that people were just living with this just constant kind of threat and fear, and without really understanding it.
Yeah.
And then when it got to Saturday night, that was it, you know, and it just all hell broke loose. Yeah. And everything that people were kind of, you know, carrying around with them just come out. And because it's interesting now, Belfast is a very different city now. It's like post-ceasefire. It's a bit more kind of normal, I suppose, where back then it just had this incredible edge.
And music and culture in those situations becomes the place that you can put those feelings, maybe that you can't even articulate to yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't think anyone could articulate them.
It was a wild night. People were going crazy. We couldn't get off the stage. You know, people were just like there pinning us in. I think we had to come back on and play Chime
Beatles and Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
But we had such a
incredible
beautiful time. Yeah. So we left David with a tape with the demo of Belfast, as it is now known. We had such a beautiful time. He absolutely loved it. And we're going, right, okay, well, because of the experience we had, it's a beautiful track in contrast to what we've been fed, do you know what I mean? And so it was just that we've got to call it Belfast. It
but reflected our experience.
Yeah, it really did. It really did.
Sort of lovely people that we'd met coming over here. It was brilliant.
I think that friendship ends, don't you? Because I think you're on at the same time.
Oh no, we're not.
We're not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We worked that out.
Both headline, and have you fixed it so you can see each other?
Yeah, totally.
I kind of sort of slightly
first rodeo.
crossover with what do you call him? New guy. Beck. So we have.
He never played Sugar Sweet. Forget about him.
You know,
Real talk in the biggest weekend studio, guys. Thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.